In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful. Dear friends, look, there is the simplest ever way to make this life of ours a good one, and not only this life of ours, rather the life hereafter as well. Only one instrument plays an extremely important role in it. One small item plays an extremely important role in making this life of ours a successful or a failure, our life hereafter a success or a failure. It has a tremendous amount of effects upon our psychology, upon our psyche. Tremendous amount of it, without any sort of exaggeration at all. Either it is a youngster, juvenile, a teenager, or even, you know, a grown up person. In all of these cases, the role of this one small instrument is maybe a decisive one. We can earn this life as well as we can earn the life hereafter as well. The life will be there in both of these cases, but we can earn either a good life, or a bad life. Not only here in this world, but here in the life hereafter as well, dear friends. Whatever we are found watching, seeing, receiving, whatever we are receiving, whatever we are dispatching, in both of these cases, it actually matters a lot. Apparently, this small act of ours, apparently, this small act of ours is not is seen as something which is trivial. As a matter of fact, it is not trivial at all. It is maybe playing the decisive role in our success here and in the life hereafter, in the next life. Our smartphone in our pocket is an extremely influential gadget in our life. Much more on the youngsters and even a lot on those who are grown up, my dear friends. Whatever we are seeing, watching, reading, whatever we are receiving, this matters. Some of the people will be found saying that whatever we receive is out of our control. It is not out of our control at all. Why? As for every app is concerned, we are trying to make the use according to our own liking. Whatever sort of WhatsApp groups we are joining, whatever sort of groups we are seen leaving, whatever, my dear friends, we are watching in the YouTube and on the other apps, you know, the kind of people we are find attaching ourselves with. So that is all an input. And also, I mean, if there is a sort of stuff which is not according to our own choice, obviously we will just leave it. We will just leave it, my dear friends. And we will not watch it, read it for a longer period of time. As soon as we come to know that this is the wrong stuff, we will start going on that direction. And dear friends, whatever we are dispatching, that mean sharing it with the rest of the people, forwarding it, sharing it, liking it. It all matters and matters a lot, my dear friends. Really, it matters a lot. And for that reason, we must be very, very careful. We must be very, very cautious. The kind of use we are seen making it. Apparently, it is a kind of gadget which is used for the sake of a time pass. As for this small gadget in our pocket, which is called the smartphone, we usually say that I'm doing it for the sake of a time pass. But it is actually much, much more than just a time pass. It is much, much more than that, really, my dear friend. It plays a decisive role upon our mind and heart. Please, it does a lot actually. Mean the kind of person we have become and the kind of person we are becoming, on which direction we are seen moving. There is a lot of stuff about our health and which should be availed, benefited from. There is a lot which can be done. I mean, as per our financial, you know, financial aspect of our life is concerned, trying to improve our earning and then trying to, you know, reduce the unnecessary expenses, the wastage of the money. So even all the things as for the life hereafter is concerned, there are so many of the posts which are the Quranic one, which are relating to the Quran, which are actually relating to the Quran, my dear friends, which are relating to the Seerah of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. So, all of these things are really, these things mean reading, watching on ourselves, and then sharing it, then dispatching it to the rest of the people, to our friends and fellows. I think, as far our modern life is concerned, so many of the things are being just on the telephone, just on the smartphone. Even if at all we are buying something else, we are trying to sell something. I think this is all being done on our smartphone. New and new, better and better apps are appearing. So these apps are taking us towards one direction or the other one. So I think it is really, really, really important. And if it is that much really important, I think that we need to pay enough amount of attention and importance to it as well. So we don't think that this is just a time pass gadget, or it just as a uses one use or the other use only. It has actually multiple uses, my dear friends. So it contains almost each and everything else. The business is being done here. The shops will be there on the smartphone. Everything else, so much is there on the smartphone. So we need to be very, very careful, and we need to make the right, yes, and the great and the best use of it, so that this life of ours should become a good one. But not only this life, although this life is quite important, and obviously no one else can ignore to, no one can afford to ignore it. But simultaneously, the life hereafter is also a reality. How come, we will be ignoring it? That's absolutely wrong, and we will be paying high price for that. So, dear friends, be careful and cautious, and let's do everything else we can to make this life of ours a good one, and even the life hereafter as a good one as well. So, all of that, this smartphone has an extremely, extremely important role to play here in this side. Thank you. Jazakallah.